Yes, welcome to another video. The Champions League is back. It's Manchester City taking on Sporting Lisbon away from home. It's an absolutely massive game, this. We've got to just get through this and get into the next round of the competition. Can't be affording any slip-ups here. Absolutely huge game, of course. We got into the final last year. You know, I feel like I've got some mad passion for this competition. I want to go on and win it. So yeah, I've got lots to talk about. Now, before we go into the video, guys, I'm just going to ask you to do two things. Please, one, smash a thumbs up on the video, and two, subscribe to the channel as well if you are new. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. 50,000 subscribers is the target, so any help towards that will be massively appreciated. Right, let's talk about this match then in general terms before we go into any sort of specifics. Sporting Lisbon, I really like this tie, and the reason I like this tie, bro, is because when you're playing in the knockout rounds, I don't really want a proper crappy team at the start, because what I want like a sort of linear progression of sort of difficulty. I don't want to be playing Bayern Munich in the last 16, but at the same time, I don't really want to be playing a team like Salzburg or, I don't know, Mamimo or whatever they call it. Malmo, yeah. I don't really want to be playing one of them either, because I want a bit of a challenge, and I think Sporting Lisbon offers that little bit of a challenge whilst not being overly tough, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. People had likened that to last year. Last year was that exactly, pretty much. Because didn't we start with Gladbach, then went on to Dortmund, then PSG, and then Chelsea? Nice progression. That's an incredible progression. And look where we got in that competition, got to the final. And also, I don't want us to be playing like I say, like a Malmo kind of thing, get like an easy without knowing, because things can happen. But we're getting an easy route into that next round kind of thing. And the players not really being prepared for it or up for it kind of thing. I do want us to need to actually perform. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what I mean? Like, we can't sleep on Sporting. No, we can't just go, yeah, should be an easy round this. I think this is their first time in the Champions League, or one of the first times in the Champions League, and we can't just go, oh yeah, buzzing, Sporting, this could be easy, win this. But they're second in their league. Do you know what I mean? So it ain't gonna be no way is this gonna be an easy game. Yeah. But I do expect us to win, because do you know what I mean? I expect City to go full serious with this. I think I really want us to get to the final again this year. Do you know what I mean? I especially after not winning it last time, I have like the hunger back for it. And I'm kind of over the Champions League final loss until I think about it. So let's not think about that and just move forward.
Yeah, I've got to say on Lisbon, I've not seen a lot of Lisbon. You know what I mean? You guys know that. You know, I'm not watching all these games like you guys do, but I did watch the extended highlights of the Porto versus Sporting Lisbon game, and I've got to say I was impressed with Sporting Lisbon. I thought they knocked the ball around really, really nicely. They moved the ball around with pace, with speed. They weren't like a slow build-up from what I saw, and it's going to offer us a nice challenge. Like I say, this game is going to be for me, it's a perfect tie. I really do believe it's a perfect game. If we go out there and we're sleeping on Lisbon, we'll probably get punished. You know what I mean? And we could have a tricky job in the second leg. But if we go out there, be professional, respect Lisbon for what they are, I think we will get the job done, you know what I mean? And it'd be interesting to know if any of you guys who are watching this have seen a lot of Lisbon. Leave your comments down below, and we'll read them throughout the day and see what you guys are saying. Like I say, I've only really seen a few highlights of Lisbon this season. What I've got to say is I have been impressed with them. But like I say again, if you guys have seen any more of Lisbon, let us know in the comments section below what you think of them. But yeah, really looking forward to this. Now, I want to move on to a specific player now. It's RODRI. And for me, RODRI is going to be absolutely crucial in our Champions League success this year, if we are to have any. And the reason is I say that is because in the Champions League, no matter who you're playing, you're bound to go through periods of the game where it's difficult. You're going through a rough patch. The other team's dominating the ball. Maybe you're away from home. The away fans are on you. You know what I mean? And it's kind of difficult. What RODRI does is he controls the game. He gets the ball, he's cool, he's calm, and he can sort of dictate the pace of the game, slow it down sometimes. As fans, I think we're sometimes a little bit too pressed on the team being fast-paced, and I'm guilty of that as well. Sometimes in the Champions League, you need to slow it down, you know what I mean? Sometimes you can get a little bit ahead of yourselves, get a little bit excited, and that's actually where you can start making mistakes and the other team can punish you. What RODRI can do, and you've seen this in Premier League games, is he can control the game, he can slow it down, he can dictate the tempo, and I just think with his cool head in the middle, I genuinely believe that if we're to have any success in the Champions League this year, I believe Rodri would be an absolutely critical part of that success.
Unless you're Pep in it, because
yeah,
no CDM season. Yeah, I'm with you on that. Rodri's actually he smashed it this year. He's coming to, I mean, he's leveled up a bit more. He's found a new heights that he's brought to CDM role. Like, you couldn't offer me another CDM in world football that I'd replace Rodri with. Do you know what I mean? Because he's so good for us and our team. And like I say, that's because he dictates the play very well. And he's got the Prem, obviously he's got used to in that. He's got used to the pace of that. But then in the Champions League, like you say, if things are rocky, do you know what I mean? And then it's like going like toe-to-toe kind of thing, like end-to-end kind of football. That ain't good for us, that. City don't want that. We want to control the play. We want to control it and go at our own pace. We'd rather slow it all the way down, start again, go at our own pace rather than like a Liverpool game, do you know what I mean? Like where it's all just back and forth kind of thing. Because like you say, that can lead to mistakes and stuff. And I think Rodri, he'd be the guy to eliminate that kind of thing. I don't see Fernandinho getting in the team. I do think it'd be Rodri in the team.
Yeah.
And I'm all for it. It's Rodri season at CDM, and I mean, it's gonna be sick. Hopefully,
it's gonna be sick. Hopefully. Right, let's move on to the starting 11, guys. And there's actually quite a few choices here, and quite a few big decisions for Pep to make. Now, obviously, Edison's gonna start in goal, and Kyle Walker, of course, is suspended for this match.
Yeah.
So what the decision you've got to make here, and again, a difficult one, an interesting one, is do you put Cancelo at right back, where for me personally, my own opinion is that he doesn't perform as well at right back as he does at left back.
It still does perform well, just not as well as left back. Yeah.
Or do you put John Stones at right back, who obviously played the other day and did a pretty good job? That's a big call. In the centre back positions, for me, I think I'm just going to go Diaz and Laporte.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Diaz Laporte.
Yeah.
And then at left back, again, it kind of depends what you're doing. You're going to play John Stones at right back, or you're going to play Cancelo. Obviously, if you're playing John Stones, then Cancelo will come up at left back. I don't know what would you do in this situation, bro? I mean, John Stones did play well at right back, but it was one game, and this is the Champions League. Are we really going to say John Stones is going to play right back in a Champions League fixture? Like, is Zinchenko not worthy of playing in that left back spot and put Cancelo at right back?
I mean, for me, Zinchenko did bits last year in the Champions League as well. And he looked really good the other day. So I'd be inclined to go with Cancelo right back, Zinchenko left back, because we've seen that, we know it works. Zinchenko obviously is a very good footballer. He's just been out of the team for quite a bit, but he did play the other day. So you know what I mean, it's like Pep has played both kind of variants, kind of, because he has played Zinchenko, so he'd be ready for the game, and he also has tried John Stones. Yeah. For me, like you say, it's just I don't want to be that guy who risks it all and throws John Stones, and then John Stones have a disaster on that right hand side or get roasted, which I don't think he'd do. I think he'd probably do well, like when we seen him play there, he actually looked good, but stick to formula, innit?
Yeah,
Cancelo, Zinchenko for me.
I agree. I just think one game, guys, one game that he played at right back. Are we really going to say, oh, he's had one game and he played well, let's shut him in the Champions League? Like, not for me. I've not seen enough of him at right back, and yeah, like you say, bro, Zinchenko left back, tried and tested. So I'd go with that.
I think it might have been a case of Pep trialing that, because obviously Walker is out for, is it 3 games still?
At the moment, it's 3. Yeah.
At the moment, it's 3 games. So in the time between that, if say like if Cancelo did get injured and Walker couldn't play, then you'd be looking at a situation where you're gonna have to play someone else at right back, and then John Stones might be that guy.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, guys, if you've got a different opinion, you think that John Stones should be the right back, let us know your thoughts and reasons why in the comment section below. Right, midfield, this is another difficult one. Not CDM, we've spoken about RODRI, he's going to get that position easy. But moving forward, it gets a little bit tough, because obviously Ilkay Gundogan, he's kind of not played that much football this season. Not really his fault, to be honest, because he's done all right when he's played, and he played the other day and played really, really well.
Yeah, he did play really well.
The question that you've got here is you've got Bernardo Silva, who's played pretty much every single game since the start of the season, and played 90 minutes in pretty much them all. You've got Kevin De Bruyne, who's rested, so obviously Kevin De Bruyne's going to play. So I guess the question that I'm asking you here, guys, is do you play Gundogan or do you play Bernardo Silva? Now, obviously, we can look at the front three, and potentially there might be an option of playing Kevin as your striker or Bernardo as your striker, and then you can get all 3 of them in there. Me personally, I don't see that happen. I think the front three is probably going to be what? Mahrez, Foden, and Sterling.
Yeah.
So you do have to decide then, do you go Gundogan or Bernardo Silva? Now, it's a really tricky question, because I think most people will just go, oh yeah, Bernardo Silva, but Ilkay Gundogan is equally deserving as that position because he's been brilliant when he's played. And Bernardo Silva has played a lot of football this year. And I said at the end of the last game, I said we need to be careful on Bernardo because we are, for me, overusing him. I know he's not old, but you know what I mean. There's still a case that we need to give this guy a rest at some point. And where do you give him a rest? To answer the question, I do think Bernardo Silva will play. I don't think Gundogan will play. Yeah. However, I don't think it will be a bad move if Pep decided to go for Gundogan over Bernardo, just to give Bernardo Silva a rest. I don't know what you think about that.
I'd also say that at this moment in time, I'd be fine with either of them playing the way that Gundogan played the other night. That's
what I'm saying.
And Bernardo, for the past couple of games, has been a little bit quieter than usual.
Probably because he's knackered, bro. The guy's playing 90 minutes every single match, pretty much, and it's just like
it's looking at worse.
This is what I'm saying about the rest, guys. Like, it's all good. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Bernardo Silva," and yes, I am one of them. But at the same time, you know, why does he not get rested? You know what I mean? Kevin gets rested. Everyone else seems to get rested. RODRI gets rested. Gundogan gets rested. Bernardo Silva is just expected to play every single game for 90 minutes, and he's one of the players who runs around the most on the pitch.
I mean, because he can do it.
He can do it, bro, but, you know, there comes a point in it where everything breaks, you know what I mean? And Bernardo Silva, if we're not careful, will break, you know what I mean? And then we're in disaster season because he's been so good for us. So, look, I think he'll play because I think he's really important.
I can see a case for him not playing and being rested. However, I think that Bernardo Silva is incredible and we're going to need him, so I reckon he'll play.
I think this game might be a good game to rest in because we've got Spurs coming up at the weekend, which won't be an easy game. And I just feel that, like, he will be important in that game. You know what I mean? Bernardo Silva will be massively important in that Spurs game. Can we not just give the guy a rest and play Gundogan? Like,
like I say, with the starting lineup, I'd be happy with either. Because Gundogan played well the other night. He looked really good and he gets himself into good positions in the box. Sometimes when you're hitting the ball into the box and that, he's the guy who'll make them runs into the box from midfield. And a lot of other people don't do that. So
yeah,
I'd be fine with either, honestly.
Me too. I mean, personally, I probably would choose Gundogan over Bernardo, but I think he'll pick Bernardo over Gundogan. But the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm seriously worried that we're about to run Bernardo into the ground, and at some point he's going to pick up an injury and he'll be out for a month or 2 months, and that'll be really detrimental to our season. Again, guys, let us know what you think in the comments section below. Score prediction, bro. We don't always do score predictions, but I think Champions League, return of the Champions League, will be an interesting one. What are you thinking?
2-1 City.
2-1 City, yeah. I'm thinking City will score a couple of goals tonight. I did honestly believe that watching Lisbon against Porto, they did look good, so I agree with you on a goal for Lisbon. I'm going to go 3-1 to City. Obviously, no away goals either this year, so it doesn't really matter in terms of getting them important away goals. But yeah, I'm going to go 3-1. John's gone 2-1. Let us know your score predictions in the comment section below. We'll be doing our live watch along as always later on tonight, guys, so make sure you come and join us for that. It's sure to be an absolutely massive game. Return of the Champions League. Can City go one step further this year and secure that massive trophy? Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, smash a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and we'll see you in the next one. See you in a bit.